Imagine this: New York City, early morning, a chill in the air. Really freezes people is fear. Crowds are forming on Wall Street. People are banging on the doors of America's biggest banks. Some are shouting, some are crying, others just stare, numb, not knowing if they'll ever see their money again. You're in the middle of the chaos. It's 1907, and the country is about to face one of the wildest, most shocking financial disasters in history: the bankers' panic. Trust me, nothing like this had ever happened in America before. It wasn't just a crisis. It was the result of one of the gutsiest, greediest banking frauds of all time. And it almost brought the entire US economy to its knees. So, how did a few clever, reckless men bring Wall Street crashing down? Stay with me, because this story, it's got scandals, drama, and a rescue that rewrote the rules of American finance forever. Now, let's back up. Picture a man named F. Augustus Heinz, a smart but incredibly greedy copper tycoon. One night, Heinz and his partners sit in a smoky room, scheming to control the price of United Copper Company stock. Their plan? Inflate the price, trap the short sellers, and make a fortune overnight. But here's the thing about the market: it always knows. News breaks about the scheme, and in one day, United Copper's stock price plummets from the sky straight to the dirt. Millions are lost. And when reporters began digging, they discover connections between these schemers and a big New York financial institution, the Knickerbocker Trust Company. That triggers pure panic. Suddenly, everyone who trusted their money with Knickerbocker wants out. The trust company slams its doors shut. People line up, panicking for their savings. The street outside becomes a sea of angry, desperate faces. For thousands, it's the day their faith in banks is shattered. But it doesn't stop there. Word spreads fast. Every bank gets nervous. People are pulling their cash from banks all over the country. In days, dozens of financial institutions start to collapse. The stock exchange? Chaos. In one day, half the market's value evaporates. New York felt like it was holding its breath. Would tomorrow bring total collapse? Job losses? Life savings wiped out? That's when the story's real hero steps in. Meet J.P. Morgan. Not a government official, not a cop, but the most powerful private banker in America. When even the president was watching helplessly, J.P. Morgan gathered the city's biggest bankers to his private library, locked the doors, and said, "We're not leaving until we fix this. America depends on us." Morgan put up his own fortune first and convinced his fellow bankers to do the same. Together, they built a crisis rescue fund, not from taxpayers, all the government, but from their own pockets. Billions were pumped into the failing banks almost overnight. That dramatic action calmed some nerves and stopped the bleeding, just barely. But the shock was so deep, America realized its banks were too fragile to rely on a handful of rich men and rolling panic. For the next several years, debates and investigations raged. Eventually, in 1913, America created its first central bank, the Federal Reserve System, so a disaster like 1907 wouldn't happen again. So look at that. One wild scam, a few greedy risk-takers, and a legendary financier changed history. The way America's banks work today, emergency lending, insurance, government oversight, grew straight from the ashes of 1907. Honestly, doesn't it make you wonder? When you see crypto scandals, hedge fund blowups, or massive Wall Street drama, could history be repeating itself? Remember, every time there's fraud, the biggest lesson is about trust. And the panic of 1907? That was the year America learned it the hard way.